It was yet another typical day on the planet Mobius. Sonic and Tails had just had another successful day foiling Robotnik's plan and humiliating him once again.
"Well, Sonic," said Tails, "you really know how to put Robotnik in his place."
"What can I say?" replied Sonic. "It's a natural talent. Though we've taught Robotnik a lesson so much, I think we deserve a vacation."
"I like the sound of that, Sonic,"
said Tails. "Where should we go for our vacation?" wondered Sonic.
"How about Guido's Resort?" suggested Tails. "I kind of liked it there and wouldn't mind going there again."
"Sounds like a plan, little man," said Sonic. "Let's speed, kid." So Sonic and Tails traveled across the Mobian Ocean to get to the island where Guido's Resort was on. They walked into the resort and noticed the place seemed deserted.
"Where is everybody?" asked Tails.
"I don't know," said Sonic. "Seems like this place is deserted, and I don't like the looks of it." At that moment, two tall girls in hula dresses came out from the front door. It was Holly and Hilda, Guido's beauties. They recognized Sonic and Tails and decided to approach them. "Hi, Sonic," said Hilda. "Hi, Tails," said Holly. "Pleasure to see you again, ladies," said Sonic.
"What's going on here?" asked Tails.
"Where's Guido?" "Oh, he doesn't run this place anymore," said Hilda. "It turned out he was a robot after all." "So we took over the resort after he ran amok," said Holly. "Seems sweet that you girls are running the place," said Sonic. "We can still have fun, little bro, even under the new ownership."
"Yeah," said Tails. "This'll be a fun new experience for sure."
Holly and Hilda took Sonic and Tails into the resort. "I wonder where we should go first," asked Sonic.
"Well, I feel like chilling out in the pool," said Tails.
"I like your thinking, Tails," said Sonic. So off they went into the pool. They played around for a bit, but they stayed in the shallow end since Tails knew that Sonic couldn't swim and had a fear of drowning.
"This sure is fun, isn't it, Sonic?" asked Tails.
"Yeah," said Sonic. "Though it's a shame there's only two of us in this pool. If we had two more people, we could play some awesome pool games like Marco Polo or Chicken Fight." Tails turned around and saw Holly and Hilda standing by the pool watching him and Sonic. "Maybe we could do a chicken fight," said Tails. Tails called the girls into the pool with him. Holly happily came in with Hilda reluctantly following.
"We were wondering if you'd let us get on your shoulder so that we can have a chicken fight," asked Tails.
"Sure, sounds like fun," said Holly. "I'm not too sure about the idea," said Hilda. "Come on, Hilda," said Holly. "It'll be fun." Hilda sighed. "Okay." The two girls dunked themselves under the water. Hilda lifted Sonic onto her shoulders, and Holly lifted Tails onto her shoulders. Sonic and Tails had a chicken fight, and Tails won.
"Yeah, I won!" cheers Tails.
"That was fun," said Sonic. "But how about two out of three?"
"Why not?" said Tails.
Hilda reluctantly lifted Sonic back onto her shoulders. Sonic and Tails fought again, and Tails won again.
"Looks like I won again, Sonic," said Tails.
Holly giggled. "I just love this kid. He wins the chicken fight every time." Sonic was starting to get annoyed. "Come on, Tails," he said. "Best 3 out of 5. Hilda groaned. "I can't take this anymore." Eventually, all four of them got out of the pool and dried themselves off. "That was a lot of fun. I wonder what's next on the agenda," wondered Sonic. At that moment, Holly's stomach growled. This caught her by surprise, and she responded by clutching her stomach and blushing and chuckling. "My stomach seems to be growling for lunch," she said. Hilda's stomach growled. She clutched her stomach as well and said, "Me too."
"Lunch sounds good to me," said Tails. "I'm always hungry. Shall we treat you ladies to some chili dogs?" offered Sonic.
"We'd be delighted," said Holly. Sonic zipped off and came back with chili dogs for everyone faster than you can say Emerald Hill. "Emerald Hill, bon appetit," said Sonic. "Dang it." They all sat down at a nearby table and enjoyed their lunch. Meanwhile, Robotnik and the Robotniks were searching around Mobius for Sonic and Tails. He sent Scratch and Grounder for their next search spot, which just so happens to be the island that Sonic and Tails were on. From where they were standing, Tails was able to see the Badniks approaching.
"Uh-oh," said Tails. "I think we've been spotted."
"What's wrong, little bro?" asked Sonic.
"Scratch and Grounder are here," said Tails, "and they're heading this way."
"Really? Now?" moaned Sonic. "Well, I'm not going to let them ruin our vacation."
"What are we going to do, Sonic?" asked Tails.
"Leave it to me," answered Sonic. Tails was planning to fool Scratch and Grounder with one of his phony paper-thin disguises like he always does. Though this time, he decided to take it to another level. After seeing how much Holly and Hilda had done for him and Tails all day, he figured, why not get them in on the act too? Sonic zipped off and got 2 trench coats along with 2 fedoras, 2 fake mustaches, and 2 pairs of sunglasses. He put on one of each and climbed onto Hildy's shoulders. He gave the other set to Tails and had him get on Holly's shoulders. Holly giggled. "This is a clever idea!" Hildy sighed. "I can't believe I'm doing this again." Sonic and Tails buttoned up their respective coats. "Now let's go fool those dumb bots," said Sonic. "What are we supposed to do?" asked Hilda. "Just follow my lead," said Sonic. "All you girls need to do is carry us to be our legs. I'll do the talking." "Yeah, and I'll just follow your lead, Sonic," said Tails. "This is beyond fun," giggled Holly. "Shh," Tails said to Holly. "Okay, Holly and Hilda, let's start walking," said Sonic. "This is beyond..." Holly and Hilda started walking up to the front entrance. They stopped there right when Sonic and Grounder arrived. "Hello," Sonic said in a gruff-sounding voice. "May I help you two?" "We're looking for a pesky hedgehog," said Scratch. "And his little fox friend," added Grounder. "Well, we haven't seen either here recently," said Tails in a deep voice. "Are you sure?" asked Grounder. "Maybe you haven't seen them," said Scratch, "but we'll have to go in there and search." "Now hold on," shouted Sonic. "You can't just barge in here. This is classified property. Do you bots have any reservations or permits allowing you access into this building?" Scratch said, scratching his head with his finger. "I don't know," said Grounder. "Did you bring any?" "I thought you were supposed to do that," said Scratch. "Well, if you don't show me one or the other, I'm afraid I can't let you in," said Sonic. He then pulled out a clipboard. "What are your names?" "Scratch and Grounder," said Grounder. "Let me see," said Sonic, looking at his clipboard. "I'm sorry, you do not seem to have any reservations on here." "But we gotta find that hedgehog," said Grounder. "No reservations, no admissions," Tails said firmly. Scratch slapped Grounder in the back of the head. "I told you we were supposed to book a reservation," he yelled. "Hey, it's not my fault. I didn't know," Grounder argued. Scratch and Grounder left bickering. As soon as they were out of sight, the 4 got out of their disguises. "That was so awesome, you guys," said Holly. "Yeah," said Hilda. "You two are great actors." "It's a natural talent," said Sonic. "Sonic tricks the bandits like that every day," said Tails. After that, Sonic and Tails decided to go back to their vacation. Holly and Hilda would continue to spend the day with them, doing their best to give them the best vacation ever. It's the least they could do for saving the resort from a robotic invasion. The end.